Today's workout is a second trimester prenatal toning workout. We're gonna use our little loop resistance band, so go ahead and put it around your legs. Taking it right above the knees on that meaty part of your quads. If you don't have a band, you can do it without. Come to the floor, we're gonna start with the hydrants. So hands under shoulders, knees under hips. We're working for 30 seconds. So lift one leg up, out to the side, down and release. Press evenly through your hands, opening up that knee to open up your hip. We wanna keep the hips and shoulders square to the floor throughout so we control through the core. I'm using a medium resistance band, but you could do light. I wouldn't do more than medium because we are gonna use it for some arm exercises as well. And if you feel like this is too easy, you could always do one of my toning workouts that are not prenatal if you're not pregnant. I also have one for the first and third trimester. I'm in my second trimester, so that's why we're doing second trimester. I wanted to be doing all the prenatal workouts where I was at in my pregnancy, so I could relate to everyone doing them. Almost there. Rest here. All right, we're gonna do that same leg. So whichever knee you lifted first, we're gonna do a scorpion kick back. Pressing evenly through those hands, take that leg back, push the heel up, and release all the way down. So we go back, and then once that heel is over your knee, push it up. That's it. So you're gonna feel this one in your glutes, a little bit in your lower back. If it's too intense for your lower back, just don't kick that heel up as high. And again, you're gonna wanna press evenly through those hands. Your hips are gonna try to shift a little, that's normal, but just try to minimize that movement as best as you can. Good, guys. These moves are great for your glutes, obviously, but then your core. It's harder to strengthen our core during pregnancy because you're limited with some of the movements you can do, but there's so many good things that you can do. Don't require you being on your back or on your stomach. Rest. All right, we're gonna do that same leg again. We're staying on one side. We're gonna do some hip circles. So we're gonna extend the leg straight back, flex the foot, and we're gonna make little circles around and around. You can go clockwise or counterclockwise. This one's probably one of the harder ones, so if you need to lose the band, you can absolutely do that. You can see my leg's not going much higher than my hip. That's intentional to keep that work out of your low back, in your glute. Again, trying to keep those hips square to the floor so we're not opening up that hip, we're not leaning to the side. This one really gets into the side of those glutes too. Whew, almost there. Take it as slow as you need to. There's no rush on these. 50 seconds is a long time. Rest. All right. Moving to a kneeling push-up. Keep that band on your legs. You can keep your legs together or take them a little wider for a little more tension. Hands wide. We're going to drop that chest to elbow level and then push back up. Shoulders are over your wrists. Chest goes to elbow height. If you can't get that low because of your belly or you just can't, no big deal, just do what you can. Keeping that core really strong as we go down and up. And if you need to, if that's too intense, you can pull your knees in and push up here. You're still keeping your shoulders over your wrists, but you're taking some of that pressure out of your chest, shoulders, and core. Or if you feel good here, you can go up on your toes. But for 50 seconds, I think that's a long time to do push-ups, so trying to give everybody as many modifications as possible, especially during pregnancy. That extra weight we carry on the front of our body makes it so much harder for things like this. All right, we're gonna stay on the ground, moving to the other side for those hydrants. So same leg, or other leg, excuse me, same exercises. So we're gonna open up that hip, lifting the knee, and putting it down. So you can get a better view now of how I'm distributing my weight. So you can see I'm not shifting into that front leg and arm as I lift, or I'm trying not to as best as I can. It's not about how high you can get that leg, it's about controlling the movement. So don't stress too much if you can't get your leg as high, and you can always take the band off too. You need to use the band, it adds some extra tension, makes it harder. But sometimes the best thing you can do is pull back on the intensity and then just really focus on your form, especially if you're new to working out or have had a hard pregnancy. I know I have, so I can relate. Rest. We're gonna move to that scorpion kickback. So again, reset, hands under shoulders, abs tight, kick back, push through that heel, reset. So you can see I'm driving that heel up toward the sky. And I'm not extending my leg. You can see it stays bent. I'm just trying to drive that heel up, and that's like a little hamstring curl. And if your band is kind of doing what mine's doing, it's kind of creeping up, you can just readjust, get back into it, especially during these, it might slip and slide a little bit, that's okay. Just keep focusing on that core stability. Oh, I did it again. And then focus on pushing evenly through those hands. Only a couple more here. That band does not want to cooperate today. All right, moving to those hip circles. I'm gonna fix this real quick. So again, we're taking that opposite leg, straight back, drawing that little tiny circle. Here we go. Still couldn't quite get the band right. We'll do what we can. That's my philosophy for exercise in general, but especially during pregnancy, do what you can. Again, keeping those hips stable, toe pointing to the ground. We don't want to open up that hip. We want to keep everything square to the floor. Again, you can go clockwise or counterclockwise or both. Almost there. Nice, all right. Kneeling push-ups. This time we're gonna take a narrow position with the hands. So hands about shoulder width apart. Again, these can be here or here. About hip width apart or close together if you'd like. Push up, down, chest to elbow height, and push back up. This time your elbows go straight back. It's gonna work those triceps a little more. So squeeze those elbows into your ribs, push through the hands. Keeping that core really strong. And again, if that's too intense, you know where to go. Bring those knees in. You might not be able to get as low here because of your belly. That's okay. Just do what you can. That is your motto for every workout during pregnancy. Yes, we want to be strong and healthy, but sometimes that's just going to look different. It's not always going to look like doing an intense HIIT workout or running 5 miles or lifting super heavy. Rest. All right, we're moving to a band pull apart. So stand up, take that band off your legs. We're gonna hold it in our hands, feet underneath the hips. We're gonna use our hands to pull that band apart. So pull and release. Now here, if you've got a lighter band, this is gonna help you. I just want you to give me as big of a pull as you can. For me, I can't pull it very much apart, but what I'm doing, squeezing my shoulder blades to try to open them right here. And it's hard. It does not look like I'm doing very much here, but it is very difficult. And again, if you have one of those long bands or a lighter resistance band, it'd be easier here for you to pull it apart. But really try to stretch it like you're gonna snap it. It's working your back body. And we wanna try to keep the knees soft, abs tight so we don't arch the back here. This is one of the hardest ones, I think, and you don't look like you're doing much. Rest. All right, we're gonna finish with a band press. So extend those arms. We're gonna pull the band toward our chest and then press it away. Here we go. So pull, squeeze those shoulder blades together, push. So I'm pulling it apart as I bring my elbows back and then pushing it forward. And as I push forward, act like it's a heavy object you're pushing away. Can you feel that resistance? So you're controlling it, and when you pull back, I don't want you to arch your back again. Keep those hips neutral, knees soft, abs tight. It's our last one, we're more than halfway there. Final stretch, we're almost there. Really working those posture muscles. And we're done. Whew. 10 minutes, full body toning for the second trimester. Hope you all enjoyed it. Be sure to check out my other prenatal workouts divided into trimesters so you can get strong throughout your pregnancy with me. And I'll see y'all next time.